For the last trip of the summer, we drove from Michigan to Toronto, flew from Toronto to Whitehorse, drove 3 hours to Kluane National Park. From there, we drove to the northern end of the park to take the challenging Donjek route. This route is 110 kilometers or 68 miles. The national park recommends 8 to 10 days. We will do it in 5 nights and 6 days. Enjoy the video.
So we have arrived at Kluane National Park. This is where we had to go down about a 5K, really narrow dirt road. There's my Sophia all ready to go. Pierre is getting his stuff ready. We got our bear spray. This is the truck we got to drive, our rental truck. And this is where we're headed. We're right by the Duke River, I think. We've got our bear barrels. And
Apparently north that way.
we go that way?
No, north that way. We don't
Oh.
go that way. Here you go. Yeah.
Oh, and there's the compass. So we can find our route. We'll try to make it, it's about 3 o'clock, and we'll try to make it 10-ish miles today. We'll see how far we get. Apparently the sun won't set until like 11:30 tonight, so we do have plenty of time. You can see the snow peaks way up there. Definitely have heavier packs with the barrels. Excited to get this journey going. We're about a mile in. Stunning views already. We're kind of walking up a two-track right now, an old two-track right now, which is actually kind of nice. Start the trail off that way, though it is uphill, but that's okay. Got a nice lake, gathered some water.
So we've been hiking for about an hour, 3 kilometers up this old fire trail. And this is our first glimpses of the area that we'll be going into. It's pretty amazing. We'll be going down the trail. Apparently we're all taking pictures. We'll be heading down this trail, still gaining a little bit of elevation and getting to the subalpine region. And I think you can just see through the trees up here where they're starting to open up.
We are using this to get around. This is our directions. Okay, so passing a lake and a couple of small creeks before reaching the subalpine. Is this a subalpine?
Looking pretty subalpine to me. Not too many trees.
Okay. After walking for a couple of kilometers in the subalpine, you will reach an area where the old mining road is severely eroding, sloughing off.
Sloughing off.
Oh, sloughing off. Into small ponds that exist on either side of the old mining road.
Got it,
So
love?
we're not there.
Okay, let's keep on going then.
Okay.
Taking a lunch break on top of this little snack break on top of this little knoll. This will be the direction that we're going. And we'll be coming down over this way over here. And then over this way. This is looking back towards Kluane Lake. It's really quite a sensational view we got going on here. Sophia decided to play an audiobook because we're not making enough noise to scare the bears. This is the direction we're going. We're almost out of this road, what's left of this road, and then we're making our way up that way, west. It's nearly 8:30. We're out off the road now, making across this hummocky surface, sort of like walking on your parents' waterbed for a long while. It's pretty spongy. We're making it our way to Bushwash Creek, where we'll be spending the first night. We've got maybe 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, we hope, to our campsite. It's 9:46 and we're making it across this hummocky field. We just had our dinner. We're a little ways back and we're trying to head forward to that saddle just right over there. I don't know if we'll get there tonight or not. It's getting a little bit late, but this is the Kluane area. This is one part of the trail. There is Amphitheater Mountain. Got a little thunderbird making some noise. There's a caribou checking us out. We're setting up our camp for the night. He's like, wait, this is my valley. Sophia's a little bit nervous, but I think we're okay.
Sophia, get your tent out. We are at our tent site. It's about 10:30, which is when we got it in-ish, which is later than we've ever hiked, but as you can see, it's still like really bright out. You can see the sunset over here. Sophia, you can see the sunset over here. It's really pretty. See it? Beautiful views of the mountains. Not a great spot. It's just that soft, what do you call it, Pierre? Hummock?
Hummock or tussock?
Tussock. It's just really soft stuff that we've been walking through. It's not easy, but we had to make it work because it's 10:30 and it's time to hunker down. See you in the morning.
Good morning. Day 2, 7:11 in the morning. Sun's been up for a while. Come back to our tents. Had a perfect night last night of sleeping. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Still. This morning it's still, there's a little bit of smoke in the air from a fire about 80 miles away. But from what the weather had predicted, we'll take it. The scale of the space that we're in is just really hard to comprehend. It's really quite fascinating. Back to our tents, we'll strike our tents, hike down to where we left our food, and then start our Day 2 adventure from there. Just finishing up breakfast, and then we're going to be making our way up and over that ridge in front of us, and then towards the creek and up Hogue Pass.
All ready for our second day adventure.
Oh, there's a game trail here.
Got up this morning and had some breakfast. Oatmeals and granola, coffee. We're gonna climb up this. We were just figuring out our route. We need to get over a little tiny pass, so we're gonna go up here. This is the beautiful valley we stayed in last night. It's kind of a hazy or smoky sun today. We're gonna see what the day brings. across this stream. Our shoes are a bit wet.
A couple kilometers upstream.
This is the direction we're going.
Down to Burwash Creek. We follow this up to the warden's cabin. It's rocky, but after 6 kilometers of spongy, this is a nice change of pace. We're at the warden cabin. We're going to be heading up Burwash Creek, going to the right. In the distance, you can see a hanging glacier, part of the Atlas Mountains. But we're going to be going to the right up Hoge Pass.
Making our way up to a pass here. We're going up this way along this rocky train.
Should I pull out the directions?
Oh, there's a wreck.
Definitely hazy. Okay, up.
So we've made it up the Hodge Pass. Now we're going along the ridge line, looking for the scree slope to go down, and through the haze down below is eventually where we're going to be going. So we're not losing elevation here. We're just staying along the ridge, not going down that hole down there yet. We're making our way down this sort of little bit of maze of route finding, but we've made our decision and we're going to see if it is the right one to get down to Hodge Creek, way down there.
We are following the Donjek River down. No, is this the Donjek? This is the Hoge. It's just been beautiful. Very, very, very challenging, but beautiful. Type 2 fun, I'm sure.
We've got about 7 miles in. We're supposed to be doing 12 miles today. These miles are slow and they're hard. We're making it down the river. It's widened up a little bit, and we've crossed this river now like half a dozen times. So keep you posted. Our first glimpse of the Donjek River, way down below. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit hazy today, but we're definitely a little bit wider, a little bit easier hiking. We're up to about like 2.5 miles per hour now. And our goal is to get down to Donjek today. It's another 4 or 5 miles of hiking. It's 9:06. Our campsite is set up, looking down this drainage towards the Kluane River. We had to take the horse trail path because the river is on the east side, so we couldn't walk down the river. Now we're practicing having dinner, practicing bear practices. You can see up here, all the way from our tent, is where we're gonna have a cook site and where we're going to leave our bear barrels. We are leaving camp for day 3 and go along this old but followable trail. Mountains in the background. Had a few sprinkles this morning, but fingers crossed, maybe we'll escape the day unscathed from rain.
We made it to a beautiful meadow. Lovely wildflowers. Got the glacier. Is that glacier over there, Pierre? That's all glacier over here, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
the glacier.
That's the glacier.
What do you think, sweetheart?
That's glacier. What glacier is it called?
The Donjek.
Donjek Glacier. Cool.
I told you.
That's a glacier.
Looking at the glacier, we're getting closer. This morning's hiking has been really enjoyable because we've been on this trail. Thank goodness. I think this is probably the only section of this route that actually has a little bit of a trail. Hopefully we haven't lost it. Here we go. This is what we're hiking towards. So next 30 minutes, this is our view. Pretty sublime. Looking back to where we came from, there's the glacier. Then we sort of hiked up this side pass here. We're going to be going up over Expectation Pass and Atlas Pass. There is the Bighorn Creek. That was a route we were going to take, but we decided to take this one. There's a lot of water down there, so maybe this is the right pass to decide. Making our way up the last little push for the end of the day. Back, looking at the glacier, and then there's Sophia making her way up the pass, end of the pass, and Renee looks things up and over. This stays at this end. It's got to tip it over. So which way do you want to tip it?
So we made it to camp. We are actually camping on the top or on a pass, and you can just through the haze barely see the white of the glacier down below us and all the mountains here in the distance.
That one.
And there's our tents all set up, and then we've got a mountain. See at the very top of it over the pass there between the two. That side and that side. So we are going to enjoy the view tomorrow morning when we get up and go over, see what's on the other side. It's very enticing, but we have had it today. We are so tired. Big climb. And a lot of bushwhacking. We had really a lot of everything today. Stream crossings, bushwhacking, climbing. Now it's time to have dinner. It's about 7:40 in the evening.
Looking in the direction that we'll be going tomorrow towards Landmark Mountain. Then up on the hillside over here, there are 7 mountain goats, little white dots. You probably can't see them on the camera. And then looking back to where we've come from, got haze in the valley. Just below that little crest there is our tents, but here's where we set up for dinner, far enough away from our tents to keep everything safe. And it is a beautiful night, t-shirt weather almost. There's just a light wind and not a mosquito or a bug to be seen. Today was a really tough day, but we made it.